Hey guys, my name is Kaylee and I'm so glad that you're here today. Thank you for joining me. And I had another dream that I wanted to go ahead and share with you. I hope it's some encouragement for you, gives you some clarity, maybe some revelation, and of course always brings you closer to Jesus. So in this dream, let's see here, I was driving my car. I was with like a family member that was with me, and we decided to like stop, and I can't really remember if we were stopping on purpose or we ended up stopping and had like parked the car and went into this place, and then when we came back out it was like the car had been stolen already, and it was like it didn't really make any sense because we weren't even inside for very long and like we could see it the whole time. But anyway, somehow the car got stolen and it kind of turned into a big fiasco, and like definitely both of us kind of got pitted against each other, and really nothing was working out. We weren't able to like process anything to like how to get it back. And so I just decided, I'm like, well, there's like a used car lot like across the way or whatever. And so I told my family member to stay there, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just start walking, and I'm pretty sure there's like a used car lot somewhere, you know, like on this stretch of road, so I'm gonna go figure that out. And so like I just took off and just decided I was just gonna like start walking down the side of the road until I got to like this area that I felt like there was this car lot at. And so I was walking on the side of the road, and it like kept getting darker and darker and darker and darker until like all of a sudden it was definitely dark out, and I was still walking, didn't really know where I was going, started to feel a little more uncomfortable with it. And then I like decided to like get off, you know, and like go down like to this near road and like kind of this smaller town, I guess, and was like, okay, I guess like let's just try to figure out what I can do here. And I like got off the interstate, I guess, and was like walking down this road, and started to feel like really uncomfortable and almost like, you know, just kind of like scared and fearful of like everything. That I'm like, oh my goodness, is someone following me? Like it's dark out, I can't see anything, like I don't know where I'm at. And like it like started to feel really scary. And then all of a sudden this like person showed up right next to me, and like I recognized them, and I'm like, oh wait, like what are you doing here? You know, like all of a sudden they just kind of like showed up as if they were walking to meet me. And they're like, oh yeah, like that's no problem at all, like I know like the perfect way to get you there, kind of thing. And I'm like I didn't even tell you where I was going. I don't even know where I'm going or what I'm doing. Like, well, you have a plan already? And I was like, all right, cool, like at least I'm not alone. And so like just kind of started following this guy who, you know, like I recognized and like I knew and I felt very familiar with. And you know, he was so like, just everything about him was very calm and like peaceful, and like just so confident, I think is probably the best word I could say. And so his quiet confidence started rubbing off on me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be all right. This, like, it's all under control, even though nothing is under control at all, and don't have a plan at all. It's all gonna be all right. And so, you know, we were just kind of talking about life and like going, you know, just walking and talking about everything. And I was feeling way more more comfortable and confident as I was following with him. And then he's like, here, like, here's a shortcut. And he like cut down this alleyway, and it was definitely like scary and like creepy people like staring at us. And we were just walking by him, and like, it was not fun at all. But I just kind of felt like he knew where he was going, and all I had to do was follow him. And as long as like we were near each other, like no one was trying to mess with me or anything. And I was like, okay, I guess we're gonna be all right. And we like made it through this alleyway, and it was completely fine, and came out on the other side. And he's like, okay, there you go, like it's right up there. You can like, I could like see this building, and it had like, you know, the lights on inside. And I'm like, okay. And he was like, okay, there you go, like that's where you need to go, sort of thing. And like I had kind of assumed he was going to come with me, and so like I started walking, and then I turned around and he wasn't with me, he wasn't behind me. It was like he had just like completely disappeared. And I was like, okay, bye. And then, you know, made it to this place where we were going. I didn't know why I was going there, but like he had pointed it out. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just go in there and see. And it was this like really awesome restaurant, and everyone was so nice. And like it went from feeling all creepy and scary and dark and like alone to being, you know, like everyone was really kind and generous and very friendly, and it was light and airy, and it was just like this whole new atmosphere kind of thing. And then I just kind of felt like by the end of the night that I was there with all these people, like we were pretty much friends by the time we left, and like it was just like this really great atmosphere, I guess. And that was just kind of the end of the dream. And I really feel like what God was kind of speaking through that is that there are some people, or at least some of us are in seasons in our life where it feels like some things are ending, or almost like being ripped out from underneath of you, and the plans that you thought you had, the road that you were traveling, the place you were going, all of a sudden is just like stopped. It's not an option anymore. It's completely dead end. Like the door is closed. Everything that you had kind of been planning on and moving forward with is no longer an option. And there's kind of that place of, where do I go from here? What do I do? I don't have any ideas. I don't feel like I have any options, and I'm kind of scared and afraid, and I feel like I'm backed in a corner and I don't know what to do. And so I kind of feel like that some of us are in that phase or in that season of just feeling like lots of things are ending and really don't know where we're going and how to get there or what we're doing. And I just really feel like the encouragement is to just get up and take a step forward and just go with the information that you have right here, right now. And I do believe God is going to meet you in the middle of that road, and he's going to come alongside of you, and he's going to show you the shortcuts. He's going to show you the safe ways, and he's going to show you your destination, the one that you didn't see on your own, the one that you couldn't have come up with on your own. And he's going to get you there safely, and it's going to be all right. And you can trust him that he is safe, he is comfortable, and he is confident on this path. And you don't have to be. It's okay. You can just trust him and follow him, and he's going to get you there. And on the other side, you're going to feel more comfortable again. You're going to feel more accepted. You're going to feel like this is where you're supposed to be. And so just really hold on to that faith that even though where you're at right now might feel rough and hard and scary and dark, and you feel abandoned, just pick up the pieces that you have and take a step forward, and God's going to meet you there, and he's going to lead you along the way, and you're not going to be alone. And just trust in him that he does have the perfect plan for you, and when you get there, it's all going to make sense, and it's all going to work out for your good and for God's glory. So I do pray that this is encouragement to you, and that it gives you some revelation, or at least some clarity, to at least take back to God and ask him for some further instructions for you and what your life looks like for you personally, and what are some options, or what are some ways, and what are those steps that you can be taking forward right now. But above all else, I really just pray that it brings you closer to Jesus, and that you can find some encouragement in it. I pray that you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.